Now, to go back to City, they had faltered, I suppose is the right expression, in the games they lost. Newcastle, Leicester, these are teams you shouldn't, and Crystal Palace at home. These are games you shouldn't lose. They looked a different team yesterday. De Bruyne has had a troubled season with injuries, quite serious injury in the autumn, kept him out for quite a long time. He's come back. He was substituted and stormed off to the dressing room in his first of his comeback games. Then he was substituted yesterday as well with 20 minutes to go, and substituted last week. Although on those occasions he didn't storm off. What's interesting about him, and I'd like to know what you think, is that last year he was undoubtedly their best player. He was a driving force. He scored important goals when they needed to be picked up. He was the one doing the picking up, playmaker, goal scorer, and I thought a real team leader, and that was, I thought, the way it was going to be. But even yesterday in that win, I thought he was a bit subdued.
Well, I think he has been a bit subdued, Eamon. First of all, he had a series an injury that kept him out for quite a long time.
Yeah.
I think now, looking at it myself, I think he's playing a little bit too far forward. And what's happened, actually, Fernandinho is playing a lot better than I've ever seen him play before him. I was never a great fan. I thought yesterday, the previous match I saw him in, he was really good. But I think De Bruyne is getting back to fitness. I really do. It's match fitness.
Yes.
I think what Guardiola was doing was giving him the 60 minutes, taking him off. I think De Bruyne took it the wrong way, got into a bit of a huff. I think Guardiola's had a word with him since.
Yeah.
I think he will come back. I think he should drop a little bit deeper, Eamon, in his play, and get on the ball and do. If he's that far last year he was making goals and he was getting in behind the ball and that. I think he's a little bit too far forward. That's my opinion on it. But I think he will come back. It does take a few weeks of getting back from the injury that he had, and he was out for such a long time. But Fernandinho has picked up. I must say, I'm surprised that I'm getting on the ball. And the other player that was outstanding yesterday was Sterling, Eamon.
Yes.
I don't think Sterling's been playing as well as people said he was playing, but yesterday he was really, really good.
Yep.
And he gave Azpilicueta, one of the best fullbacks in the league, a bit of a chasing.
He did,
So I think they've picked up for De Bruyne not doing as well as he did last season. But I think De Bruyne will come back into it again.
Yeah.